I am Deepika Bagla, a verbal and English mentor in Career Launcher. And today we are going to discuss on CUET, the Central University Entrance Test. And this test is, there are a lot of questions that the aspirants as well as the students, as well as the parents are asking. And today I'm going to answer some of the questions out of the most asked questions that we have seen. So let's begin. The first one is, which slot to fill? Slot 1, slot 2, or both? Here I would say this is a lot of permutation combination is needed, as well as it is all about which college or university you are applying for. I would suggest, or we as Career Launcher would suggest, that you take up slot 1 incomplete, that is the language section, which is section 1, then any 2 subjects into the domain, and putting up as 195 minutes of slot 1, and then into slot 2 you can leave out the language section, you can leave out the GAT because you've already appeared there, and you can take up 3-4 domain subjects so that your options for all the colleges are open, right? The next one is, which subjects to choose in domain for DU or BHU? This year, because of CUET, we have the option of applying for DU, even if we do not have 90 plus percentage in class 12. And therefore, the aspirants are very excited to apply for DU. And DU and BHU being the bigger universities, let us see what are the courses offered and what are the how we can apply for them, what all we need. So we are talking of DU BA Honors English. For DU BA Honors English, you have to take English from the language section and any 3 from section 2. Right? So it goes any 2 subject from list 1 and any 1 subject either from list 1 or list 2. Total amounting to 200 questions, out of which you have to do 160, and time will be 180 minutes. Next, we have DU BA Honors Economics. Right? You have to take any 1 from section 1 for CBSE and ICSE. I'm assuming it is going to be English. Then we have maths. And then after, you are going to take any 2 from section 2. Amounting to 200 questions, out of which you have to do 160, and total time will be 180 minutes. Next will be DU BCom Honors. Any 1 from section 1 taken as English, maths or accountancy. To be on the safer side, accountancy will work best. But if you're strong with maths and you have maths in class, you had maths in class 11th and 12th, you can definitely apply for maths. So it is maths / accountancy. And then after, you have any 2 from section 2, amounting to same number of questions and time. Okay. The next one is DU BCom. Any 1 from section 1, that is language, any 3 from section 2, any 3 domain subjects, or this is one category of option. The next is any 1 from section 1, that is any language, English, any 1 from section 2, and you have to take GAT, which is section 3, right? So either you will have this option of questions, 200, out of which you have to attempt 160 with a total time of 180 minutes, or you will have 175 questions, out of which you have to attempt 140 and a total time of 150 minutes. This is DU BCom. The next is BHU BA Honors Social Science or Arts. So section 1 is language, English or Hindi, and then you have to directly take section 3, which is general test, GAT. Total questions 50, that is there into the language, where you have to take 40 from there, and 75 into the general test, where you have to take 60 from there, amounting to 120 questions that you have to do in a time of 105 minutes. Then after, you have BHU BCom Honors. Now we are talking about BHU BCom. You have to take account from section 1. Here we do not have section 1, that is language. You're talking of section 2 directly. So section 2 is accountancy plus business studies. This is what they have made mandatory. So accounts and business studies. And then after you have to take GAT, which is section 3, amounting to 140 questions out of 175. Total time 150 minutes. That was about the different permutation combination, different sections needed for different universities. Now, this is a very troubling question for the aspirants as well as for the parents, that how to manage board exams along with CUT. I would say this is not about management. This is more about balancing, right? Whenever we appear for an entrance exam, we need to take out certain time from our daily schedule and allot it to that. Here, I would say with CUET, you need to take out 2 hours, maximum 3 hours, but 2 hours would also suffice, 2 hours in a day during the board exams that you're taking, because definitely we agree that board exams will be there. You will have quite a gap between them. So therefore, around 2 hours in a day would be good enough if you're preparing for CUET along with your board exams. Still, if you believe that, no, I need to concentrate at one thing at a time, that is also good. And that is also an option that we have. That is, even if you want to prepare after the board exams, will you get sufficient time? The answer is yes. You are getting around 40 to 45 days after your board exams. I am excluding your optionals like sitar, tabla and all. So you are still getting 40 to 45 days after your board exams, which in the history of undergrad exams, this has been the time period that students generally get to prepare. If I talk of BHU, if I talk of BHU entrance test that has been happening till last year they did it with NTA. Every time, this is the time frame that the students get. They have got 30 days also to prepare in some years, but 40 to 45 days is sufficient enough time to prepare, right? So you do not have to worry about that. And then let's see, how many colleges should I select? I would say do not narrow down your options right now. This is the time that you can select as many colleges as possible. Keep your options open, because right now you don't know what will happen on the D-Day. How are you going to perform on the D-Day? Keep all the options open. And this question, I have already answered partially when I was talking of the first question, that's thought 1 or thought 2 or both, right? It is all about keeping all the options open. The more, the merrier. Right. Later on, yes, once you get the score, you are the decision is on your side, the ball is on your side, and you can definitely decide that which college I want to and which college I don't want to get into. But right now, apply for as many possible so that you have your options open. Okay, with this, thank you here. I hope this the video was informative. I am Deepika, who will be taking care of your English and English section into CUET. See you soon into the classroom. We'll be coming up with more videos on different other questions that the aspirants or parents might be troubled with. Thank you.